Alrighty, welcome back everyone to the Disaster Draft franchise with the Memphis Armadillos, and we are officially in our off season. Not quite in the off season yet. There's a couple things I want to do prior, but we're gonna look into some things here first. First thing I want to look at the stats. I want to see what we did as a team and what the league did overall. So let's take a look. So first off, James Jenkins, 4,200 yards, just about 32 touchdowns, 26 interceptions, especially with 3 in that last game. Not good. 53 completion percentage, also not good. Only sacked 17 times. And that's probably part of the reason as to why my interceptions are so high, because I just don't take sacks very much. So there's that, but don't let that number fool you. Our O-line still needs replacements for sure. But, yeah, not a bad season, just too many interceptions, need to complete more passes. A lot of that is going to go down when we give him an O-line that can actually block. So there's that. Running back, Antoine Huffman, 1,135 yards on 246 carries, 7 touchdowns, 4.6 yards per carry. Very solid season. I don't have any plans to replace him as like here's the thing. I don't want to say he's my like number one. I'm definitely thinking more running back by committee here. So, but he did his job as a power back, getting some tough yardage. But not a bad season at all. Dakota Atkinson actually turned it around pretty well. Had 2 fumbles, but almost 500 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4.7 yards per carry. Not bad for the rookie. Jenkins had a little bit. Griffith, I mean, I don't think those are with us. I don't know. Henderson got a touchdown. Whatever. Riddick didn't do anything. Even though he's our backup, he didn't do anything. He broke a tackle from something. I don't know what, though. Received a pass, probably. Speaking of, Dion McClendon, 66 catches, 1,151 yards, and 14 touchdowns. A really good receiving year for the rookie. I'm very excited to see what he can do to build on that. And Carlos Roth, honestly, ended with a better season than I thought he did. 53 catches, over 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Because there were some games where he just didn't show up, and then some games where he was just like sneaky good. Robinson, 51 for 750, a touchdown. 1 touchdown, and that was in the last game. Makes sense why I couldn't think of the last time he scored a touchdown, because he hadn't until that point. He was a lot better in the first half of the season, but still a pretty good piece. Tremaine Finney, kind of a disappointing player for us. Obviously went against like the best corners most of the time, but with a guy with that type of speed, man, 98 speed, 98 excel, you'd expect him to get open. And I mean, 564 yards isn't bad on 5 touchdowns, but like he just wasn't consistent. Thomas was a solid backup tight end for us. We had some other guys get involved a little bit, nothing too crazy. Benjamin McDonald led up the most sacks with 7. All right. I mean, I would argue a lot of the issues though came from the right tackle spot. Even though it says 2 sacks from Hall, 1 from Mitchell, that's only sacks. Like in terms of pressures, if pressures were in this game, holy, or QB hits, whatever, through the roof. They're both terrible. Cameron Gore was probably, the left side of the line was pretty solid. I mean, you even see Epstein didn't let up a single sack. That's probably kind of fair, because like most of the time I rolled out right. So JJ Driver led the team in tackles with 95. Also with tackles for loss with 19, a lot for him. Curtis was 17. It's a lot for a guy who doesn't start consistently. 14 for the rookie Bowers, 12 for the rookie Givens, and 11 for Myers. Everyone else had less than 10. The sack leader was a tie between Curtis somehow and Reggie Bowers, who was a lot more active in the beginning of the season. 5.5 for Myers, 4 for Driver, 3 for Gibbons, 3 for Verdon, 2.5 for Winters. Yeah, we definitely need to get some better pass rush. And 4 interceptions in total on the season. 3 from Norris, 1 from Medlock. Need more turnovers too. 6 deflections, that doesn't feel right. Whatever. Lowry with 6. Forced fumbles, 3 for Bowers. Everyone else had 2 or less, whatever. We had some fumble recoveries. We had a block from Reggie Bowers. We had a safety from Norris. We had a touchdown from Norris. Kicking, honestly, was okay. Jeff Davis missed 1 field goal, 1 PAT. Those were both on me, probably. I don't know. He didn't get blocked. They would have told us, right? Those were definitely both on me, but he's still not a good kicker by any means. We could definitely improve. McDonald, the punter, not good, really. I mean, net yards, 35.6, not really good. Although 11 punts down inside the 20 is pretty solid, I guess, in theory. With this offense, Jack Johnson, no touchdown on the kick returns, but punt returns, oh, no, he didn't? I thought he scored a touchdown. No, I guess he just had some that were, like, close. I guess so. But let's just check what the whole league had to offer. Gabe Parrish for the Falcons led in yards for almost 4,300. Touchdowns goes to Mike Curtis. A lot of those against us, 34. But, hey, Jenkins, right up there at 32. Yeah, we had the most picks by a lot. Who got sacked the most? I'm interested. Wow. John Compton got sacked 47 times. Yikes. Rushing, Josh Bryant had 330. Oh, Ron Curtis had the most carries, actually. Most yards goes to Josh Bryant with 1,570. Rushing touchdowns is a tie for Bryant and Hayward. Fumbles, not many fumbles. Richardson led in yards. Catches, Stephon Harris with a lot, 126 catches. Only 2 guys over 100. Richardson had 1,450 yards. That's a lot. Receiving touchdowns, Richardson led in that as well with 18. But McLennan with 14 in his rookie year. Pretty solid. Blocking, Nathan Reeves gave up 21 sacks. That's tough. Galloway, 136 tackles, led the league. 28 tackles for loss for Peoples, led the league. 16 sacks for Deloach, led the league. 4 picks for Wilson and Farrell, led the league. A corner leading, or that's interceptions. Never mind. Left outside linebacker, maybe a little bit more shocking. I thought it said, for some reason my head was still on. I'm not going to say that, because that's a pause-worthy thing I was about to say. I'm just going to avoid saying it now. Tackling the quarterback when he slows the ball behind the line of scrimmage on a pass play, right? That is what I mean. So those are the stats. Definitely some things we need to work on, that is for sure. But let's go ahead and jump forward a little bit. Let's see. I don't know. Let's just see how the playoff bracket has worked out so far. The Thunderbirds lose to the Browns by 7. Hell yeah. I'm fine with seeing them bounced out of the playoffs. And the Bengals also beat the Colts in a close one. So both of our division rivals are out of the playoffs. Chiefs handle the Ravens, no problemo. On the other side, another upset. Tigers beat the Cardinals 17-7. Vikings beat the Commanders, and then the Showboats, I believe, or are they the Dreadnoughts? Ooh, I forget. One of those beat the Blues. So, very interesting, very interesting. See you next week. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze here in a second. All right, Buffalo beats Cleveland. Kansas City beats Cincinnati. The Panthers beat the Tigers, and the boat team beats the Vikings. Because once again, I can't remember. 1 versus 4 seed on both sides of the bracket. Let's see. Very interested to see who's going to win to make it to the Super Bowl. And if it tells me that I can play the Pro Bowl, I'm going to say fat chance. Not interested. I never do. Cool. They're not even going to tell me I can. And the 2 1 seeds do make it. Panthers, Bills, both looking for Super Bowls. So, cool. I mean, we played the Bills. We didn't play the Panthers. The Bills beat us. Was it close? I don't remember. Let me look. I don't recall. That's not the right thing. It was 14. They're 14-3. They're a very good team. But yeah, I think the Bills game was closer than I thought it would have been, right? Yeah, we lost by 3 against the potential Super Bowl champs here. And they had to come back in the 4th quarter to win. Right. Yeah, that was that's kind of crazy. We kept a really close game with the AFC champion. Pro Bowl roster. Let's see if we got anyone. I would say maybe we got McClendon, maybe, but probably not anyone. So we're AFC. So let's see who we got here. Anyone? Huffman. Okay. I'm very happy to see Huffman here. Wow. The overalls between running backs are so skewed. Same thing with quarterbacks. Wow. Is the NFC just better? Are they just so much better on that side? So that's cool. We got McClendon too. That's awesome. Got McClendon and Huffman. Love to see that. Don't show me any of our offensive linemen. It would be a lie. Defensive line, doubtful. Anyone else? No, dude. Cheeks. Trey Cheeks, man. He's a problem. He's really good on the Colts. He's such an issue. Yeah, it looks like no one else. So that's fair. Honestly, Huffman and McClendon, I think that's valid. Those were the 2 consistent players on our team. So I'll take it. I'll take 2 Pro Bowlers for a 5-12 season. Now next week, Super Bowl week. Let's check the yearly awards. MVP goes to Chip Springs. Okay, what a name. Panthers quarterback, I assume. Mike Curtis. Makes me feel less bad about him torching us twice because he was second in MVP voting. None of our guys, not surprising. Coach of the Year goes to Sean McDermott for the Panthers. That makes sense. Ooh, that's a storyline. Fun little storyline. Sean McDermott playing his former team, the Bills. Devontae Richardson won Offensive Player of the Year. I kind of referenced that as being a possibility. Okay, Dion McClendon got 4th in Offensive Player of the Year. That really should lead me to believe that he's going to get Offensive Rookie of the Year as well. That's huge. That is huge. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Eric Callahan. Did we play against the Chargers? I think we did. And yeah, we didn't have anyone. Not surprising. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Dion McClendon. That is huge. And I think that makes sense. And even Atkinson was over Jenkins. Wow. I mean, hey, that's what happens when you throw 26 interceptions, man. I think that's fair, though. Jenkins didn't need it. He's already an 86, 87 overall. McClendon really needed that boost. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Reggie Bowers. That is huge. I didn't know that he was going to get it. I thought earlier in the season he had a shot, but it didn't feel like he would have now, but he does get it, and that is amazing. Givens gets there at 8. That's cool. That's cool. Curtis gets QB of the Year. Yeah, Jenkins just gotta do better on the running, or what, interceptions. I'm sorry. running backs now. Huffman got 4th. That's solid. I'll take it. Richardson goes to receiver, vice versa. Receiver goes to Richardson. McClendon, number 2. Hell yeah. Love to see that. O lineman. What is this? Okay, you know, Epstein. Matthew Epstein, fake person, to clarify, was probably, I don't know, 3rd best O lineman in the AFC. Maybe a little much, but he was definitely the best on our team. D lineman. Nope. Linebacker. JJ Driver and Curtis at 8 and 9. Okay. DB. Norris at 7. That's very valid. Kicker goes to Jeff Davis. I mean, to be fair, missed only 1 PAT, 1 extra point. That's the same thing. 1 field goal, 1 PAT. You know what I mean, man. Sometimes I just say shit and it just doesn't come out right, okay? Let it go. We got upgrades. I'm sure McClellan has a few. No, he has 1. That's okay. He should have like a little bit more than that. Bowers gets 2 though. That's nice. He has superstar dev. That is big. That's our first superstar on defense. We're just gonna. We need better pass rush, so we're gonna continue boosting his power rushing. 1 power move. Okay. More. 2 power moves and an ability slot. I didn't even think about that aspect, so that's nice. Let's give him extra credit, I guess. Ooh. Let's do extra credit. Secure tackler's fine. Cool. Jeff Davis. Hell yeah, kicker of the year, gives him star dev. Maybe we're keeping Jeff Davis. Who would have thunk? Jeff Davis, 2 accuracy, another accuracy boost. Give him more. 2 more. All right, I'm all in on Jeff Davis. Star kicker. McClendon. Up to superstar, baby. He deserves it so much. He really does. Went up to star dev without offensive of the year and then won that. And obviously put him up. So let's get him. I'd like him, again, to be better at short route running. And release. Little just decent upgrade all across the board. Yeah, I'm very excited about a couple of these guys now. We got some rising stars here. Very exciting. Let's just check the whole lineup here. I don't know if anyone else would have went up. I was gonna say, honestly, Jenkins may have went down. He didn't, thank goodness. I think Roth, did he go up? No. Has he always had... I guess he had star from last season, huh? Yeah. Huffman didn't go up even with the Pro Bowl. Kind of unfortunate. That's okay. Epstein, did he have star before? It doesn't really matter. Defense, Bowers. Curtis goes up to star. And so does Norris, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. That's cool. And yeah, Davis we knew about. So, yeah, I mean, you know, the guys I wanted to progress in development did, so I'm happy about that. Let's go ahead and advance and see what the Super Bowl looks like. The Bills win 24-17, so we lost by 3 to the Super Bowl champs. They win their first Super Bowl. Finally. Good for them. Playing against their former coach. It's cool to see. I mean, I don't know some of these dudes. Most of these guys in the league. We don't have any retirements. That's good. Let's just check our division rivals. That's all that really matters. So Colts. Cole Hayes, their left tackle. Was he even starting? I don't remember. It is Dreadnoughts. I was right. Half right. I did say Showboats first. Thunderbirds and Jaguars. I passed those Jaguars already. Ooh, yeah. 3, their offensive coordinator, their head coach. Uh-oh. Change of regime. And then Damian Carmichael, he was old. They were going to move off him either way, probably. Not a big deal. Thunderbirds, no one. Okay. Then I don't care. I don't care that much. We have some more upgrades. These are all for... Oh, it's only one. Okay. I was going to say, we're going to have upgrades for our practice squad guys, but it's only one dude. So that's fine. All right. Let's just... I don't know if they regress yet or not. Make sure that they keep theirs. What the fuck is this? Okay. I'm literally okay with everyone else going down, but I refuse to let McClendon be a normal dev. That is absurd. Like, they couldn't even have left him at star. No. We're going in. We're fixing this because that's just ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I'm gonna go edit the superstar thing, and I see Shields is down to normal. I'm okay with it. He hasn't really stood out to me yet. He's 24. It makes me a little bit less what's the word? Committed to him. So literally everyone else that lost their development, I don't care. I really don't. Bowers kept his. Jenkins kept his. McClendon keeping his is paramount. But let's change. Where are those in gameplay sliders or league settings? I think league settings, right? Yeah. Let's boost this. Oh, it's like that now. Okay. I'm gonna boost that to like 430, 90, and 52. Because, I mean, I mean, come on. McClendon literally had a Pro Bowl spot. He had second in receiver of the year, I think, right? He had 4th in offensive player of the year in the AFC. He had offensive rookie of the year in the AFC. No reason he should be there's no reason that should have happened. So, other than the regression being involved, which I'm gonna keep on because it's a good thing to have naturally. It's just sometimes it's annoying, and I will fix that if need be. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. I want to check if either of our coordinators were fired or retired, or well, they didn't retire obviously, but I don't know. Let's just see. Make sure they're still here or not. I mean, they are. Let's honestly, let's fire our defensive coordinator at least because he's bad. Sure, that's going to be part of it. We'll keep the offensive coordinator because we did have a better offense. Our defense was not great, so we'll go ahead and see who's here for defensive coordinator. Anyone good? I mean, not better than the guy I already had, but let's go with funnel inside, cover specialist, coverage linebacker, safety first. Let's go with Bruce Robbins. Why not? That's not who I meant. That's not who I wanted. Why'd they change on me? There we go. That's the guy I want. Cool. We made a change. Was it necessary? No, but it's good to just change things up every once in a while. See, anything else here? Nope. Okay. Going into the re-signing stage. I don't know if we have to do any re-signing. I think we're good. We might have just, I mean, obviously we could franchise tag, I guess. I don't care. We may have a 5th year option. I don't know. We don't. Mock draft 3. Very interested to see. Do we have the first overall pick? How the fuck did the Eagles get in front of us? And the Packers... Oh, fuck you. We have the 3rd overall pick, and we're not taking Cedric Sykes here. That is incorrect. But good thing is, the Eagles and Packers are both projected to take players I don't want anyways. We already have a quarterback. Tight end is just not big enough in a big enough need for us right now. So we might still have really good trade value here. Now, obviously, we know Keelan Ferguson's going to be good. I have to convince myself not to take him. We need a tackle. And there's a lot of good ones. I mean, Malone. Brothers is a good player at guard. Curley. And that's only 3 guys in the top 10. There is more. Way more tackles. Patton. Sweeting. Although his run blocking is pretty bad. If we wanted to go center, we could, I guess. Swinton. There's some solid guys. We could definitely make a trade down. So, I'm okay with the 3rd. How did that happen? Are we the worst team in the league? Or what happened? Oh, God damn it. Whatever. I mean, it's fine. We had it. It's fine. Whatever. Should have just lost to the Packers. I should have thrown it. It's fine. Not a big deal. No re-signs. I mean, I guess we can look. Do we want to franchise tag anybody? No. None of these guys deserve franchise tagged at all. And we have a lot of money. Am I going to make a crazy amount of moves? No. I want to be somewhat, like, down to earth with my signings here. But I still want to make some moves. Before we do look there, I do want to just get a little sense of what's on the trade block right now. Quarterback's not a need. Running back, Marcus Brewer from the Chiefs. He's good, but not really a big deal. Tight end, Jonathan Loomis. X Factor tight end. We played against him. He's pretty good. I could be convinced to take him off their hands. They need a little bit more money. Also, their left tackle, 77 overall. But, a little bit less inclined there. Chargers center, wouldn't hate that even. Sears, the tackle, would be an upgrade. Jonathan Allen, not the one that you're thinking of though. This left outside linebacker, Paul Underwood, who's 22 years old. Nah. Roby, not Dobie. Free safety, strong safeties there. Ooh, there's some interesting players, that's for sure. I'm not trading my first overall pick for that tight end, but there's definitely some names there that I am interested in. But let's see what they got here. Of course, there's a really good quarterback here, but we don't need him. He would be an upgrade. But Jenkins is the move. We got to keep him. He's just the guy that we got to rock with for now. But he's here. And maybe we bring in a mentor to help develop more as well. How is this guy still in the league? This is one of the guys that I had to change the quarterback a while ago. Running back, no one interesting here. I'm probably just going to look to draft one. Receiver, I mean, Nick Beasley's fine. Benjamin, Carter, I don't know. None of these guys are super intriguing to me. I didn't lose any of the receivers anyways, so I'm probably just gonna maybe draft one. Tight ends, got some superstar tight ends in here as well. If I don't want to trade, some guys that could do just as well, if not, probably not better, but We do need to bring in another tight end, probably through free agency, just because we lost 2, and we're not going to draft 2. So we'll at least try to draft 1. Left tackle, we'd probably be likely to move one of those guys to the other side. But, I mean, these guys aren't bad, but I'd rather draft a guy. Guard, I mean, I like Cameron Gore. We're looking to develop him. Center, this could be a position that we actually bring in a guy, like a veteran. Even Bray Skaggs, he'd be fine. I would not mind him. I also would not mind bringing a guy like Dan Womack with Superstar Dev, or either of these 2 vets who want to show up and, no one else wants them. Right guard, we need an upgrade, and even though he's 32, Ramon Miller, Superstar Dev, would be really good. Joe Stevens would be good too. There's some good old linemen here, but I'm not too certain. DeAndre Ingram, though, he's interesting. Star Dev, 25-year-old. Asking for, like, no money. It's crazy. He's undervaluing himself, although he probably... Yeah, he's not, like, amazing, but he would be an upgrade for me. So we'll look into it. Right tackle. Nothing... Again, no one really, like, standing out to me here. So I'd say drafting a tackle is probably the move. Defensive line, though, we're definitely going to need to sign some guys because I'm not confident in drafting D lineman high in this draft, just because I don't think that's our biggest concern, even though you might disagree completely, and I'd say you're fair to have that opinion for sure, but I don't know. Trent Landry, it's the best lineman here. He's asking for a shit ton of money, though. I don't know. There's no one, like, great. I would probably be just putting together, like, a mediocre D-line this year, which is less than ideal, but that might just be might just be what it has to be. Not really looking at middle linebacker. Dre Williams, what team was he on? Was he on the Thunderbirds? I think he was. He wouldn't be bad for a season. I could be talked into it. I definitely could. Corner, Bob Gary, some older guys. I mean, I think bringing in one of these guys would be fine. I probably will bring in just somebody. But we'll see. Free safety, Bart McCain. Safety is going to be a need here. We are 25 years old. I'm definitely interested in getting 2 new safeties. Even though Madlock's not bad, we just could use new safeties. But kicker, we're happy with our guy apparently. And punter, we could use a new punter, but do we have one? I don't know. But yeah, free agents, not like a lot of crazy players, but definitely interested. I've narrowed down all of the prospects again to 109. I had like 157 prior. Dwayne Adams, why is he all the way down here? Whatever. There's some very interesting decisions we're gonna have to make, because there's positions that are really good in this draft that we like a lot, but we only have 1 first-round pick right now. I don't think receiver is a first-round option for us. I think there's a lot of depth that we can go to. I mean, the only receiver that's really worth like a first-round pick, in my opinion, is Keelan Ferguson, but I'm not taking him over an O-lineman. We need an O-lineman. McClendon has superstar. We have Roth, who's solid. Shaq Shields and Finney are still on the team. It's not like we need a receiver in this draft. It is still a position that we want to improve. Tackle is absolutely necessary in this draft in the first round, probably. But there's also some guards who are pretty solid.
Center, like O-line overall is in play. D-line in theory, like there's 3 guys here, maybe 4, that I like, but at end I should say, and then there's 5 D tackles. But there's a couple guys that I'm like more high on than others, which I'll get into them more in the draft. But defensive line is not as important for me right now than the O-line, because O-line is the big reason as to why we stunk. Edge rusher, I mean, these are really good players, but I'm not drafting them, to be real. I'm just going to take them off my board, because I know I'm not going to draft a edge rusher in the first, at least from, yeah, I'm really not. So, but there's some decent guys here. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to draft them, but I don't know. Jason McCantrell, honestly, only middle linebacker I'm looking at, kind of looks fun. Elite speed. Just decent. And the thing is, Nate Byers, man, he's a really good corner. Corner is a position that we could definitely improve upon. He looks really good. But the only thing is, Derek Dalton, my bad, also looks like he's pretty good. Not as good as Byers, but he looks like a pretty solid player. And then safety is another position. There's a handful of safeties here that we could take in the first, but we're not going to take a safety in the first. It's probably going to be tackle, and then the second pick is really up in the air. It could go D-line, it could go offensive line again, could go safety, could go wide receiver, could go corner. There's so many options. This team needs a lot of help, but just to take a look at free agency, I think let's just, actually real quick, before we do that, let's look at position-wise, where do we need to fill for sure? Like, we know positions that we need upgrades on, which is most, but like, where do we need to fill spots? Quarterback, technically, no. I guess we don't need to bring in another quarterback. Wade Williams is here. Okay. I mean, we don't need to make a move at quarterback. I think we're okay. Running back, I'd like to draft one. Probably get rid of Marcus Griffith. I'm going to put him on the trade block, I guess. I doubt I get anything for him, but you never know. Riddick I'm going to keep just because he's a mentor, which is rare at times. Atkinson and Huffman are fine, and I'd like to bring in one more in the draft. Fullback is a position of need, kind of, but that's probably going to be something I address like in free agency, either before or after the draft. Receiver, like I said, these 4 still on the team. Happy with McClendon and Roth as receiver 1, and then slot, and then the receiver 2 between Finney and Shaq Shields is fine, and Jack Johnson, obviously a return man, but Clancy can easily be replaced if we grab a receiver in the draft. Tight end, we have Michael Hitchens. He's not terrible. He was on our practice squad, I believe. Yeah, he's not bad. I guess we only need to bring in 1 tight end, so we could go multiple routes with that, though. There's that tight end from the Bills that we could trade for. I might just look and see what they're wanting for him. Tackle is a need. Maybe not left tackle, but right tackle absolutely is. Russell Hall, even though he is a star dev right tackle, he stinks. He's bad. Maybe we can move him in the guard, but he's not great. We have a lot of depth now, all of a sudden. We could definitely use a right guard upgrade. We could use a center upgrade. We're happy with Cameron Gore and Epstein, which is not something you really hear often, but the left side of the line's fine. Center, right guard, right tackle all need some sort of upgrade. Left end, I mean, I could be okay with these guys staying here. And obviously Bowers, I'm really loving him. But we do need help on this D-line, specifically at D-tackle, whether we move Bowers to D-tackle and get a D-end or we just draft a D-tackle. We need people here because I can't deal with this terrible defensive tackle room anymore. Givens didn't really develop very much, but I'm okay with him still starting out there. He's not on the field that often, and he's not that bad. And like honestly, I'm not really mad with keeping this linebacker group the way it is, even though it's not that good looking on paper. For now, it's fine. It's not an issue at the moment. It will be for sure next year, but that's okay. We're happy with Norris. Tyreek Harden, he can fuck right off. He's terrible. I hate him. He can leave. Verdon, he's fine. Weaver's okay. DeMar Person, still developing him. So, I'd like to bring in a corner in some capacity. Free safety. Lowry's getting old. We need someone to replace him, and it's not going to be Gordon Hawley, Medlock, and Zeke Thornton. They're fine. I'd be okay with keeping just those two, but I definitely need to bring in at least one safety. And we're good at kicker and punter, I guess. So, and we have one of each pick, so that's good. So first thing I want to do is check with the Bills, because they have that one tight end. Just check again, see what else is here. Yeah, Jonathan Loomis, he's the best available tight end. And there's also the Bengals have. I did look at these guys kind of, but I didn't really think about them. Gavin Cook, Cody Houghton. But I think Jonathan Loomis, he's very interesting. Yeah, he looks really good. He would solve my tight end issue immediately, which isn't that big of an issue. Any other positions that we're really looking at? I mean, Dan Lowry, the center, he's not bad, I guess, but that's potentially an option, I guess. Michael Sears could be an option from the Vikings. 88 power moves. Ooh, that would be a good pickup. But I don't really want to trade a bunch of picks, you know. Same thing, those guys there. Paul Underwood, I remember he's kind of whatever for me. Safeties, I mean, there's some guys here, but I think the main guy I'm looking at is this tight end, if I had to trade for anyone. So I'm just going to put in, let's see, what do they want? Linebacker, running back, quarterback, or corner. Let me just throw in Marcus Griffith just to get a feel for how far. Okay, we are very close to getting that already. Excuse me. I would say we could probably trade him. I don't know, like a second, but I don't know. Let's see, get offers for that. They just want a third round pick. That's absurd, and that's 2 years from now. What are their other tight end situations? What's going on here? They Brandon Allen. I mean, that's crazy to me. Huh. I'm debating. I feel like it might be a little too much for me to do that. You know, it might just be a little too crazy. Also, their asking price for him is way too low. So I might just look not to get him, unfortunately. Michael Sears does intrigue me. But I think I'm not going to trade for now. We might look at trades after free agency a little bit, or deep into free agency. But for now, let's just go into free agency and sign some guys. So we're avoiding quarterback. Running back, we're looking in the draft. Fullback, we'll come back to. We don't really need to worry about that right now. But Luke Black looks like an option. Young guy, or Jason Clinton. Receiver, same thing. Kind of looking in the draft, even though Beasley would be an upgrade. And Benjamin. There's a couple guys here that'd be upgrades. I'm not really looking at them because it's not as big of a need. We're probably just gonna draft a guy. Tight end, we have 2, so we could draft a guy. We could sign a guy. I might wait for some of these tight ends to go off the. I might wait a little bit on tight end. Maybe I'll look at a tight end here, but for now, I'm okay. We're not looking at left tackle or left guard. I think center. Right guard is very intriguing though. But maybe Joe Stevens and not Ramon Miller because he's not really. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, because I think I'm going to draft a right tackle. Let's try. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, because we need to fix this O-line ASAP. We're going to try Dan Womack. We have money, so we're going to pay him because he doesn't really want to be here. But we're going to give him a big contract, see if he comes over. And we're tied with the Dolphins. We'll see. Ramon Miller has 11 offers, so I'm not really going to try to make that happen. We're just going to go to Joe Stevens here and say, hey, bud, no one's offering you money. Here's a deal for exactly what you want. I think D-line, we could definitely bring in somebody here. Is there like a decent younger guy? Could just bring in like Sammy Rodriguez, who's a good run defender. I think that would be a fine idea. Because I'm not paying Trent Landry $24 million a year. Absolutely not. No way. Does not feel like that's worth it to me. But Sammy Rodriguez for just under $10 million is not that bad. We'll give him a 2-year deal too. Not really looking at outside linebacker here. Middle linebacker, not really interested either right now. Right outside, I did mention Dre Williams. Probably gonna pass. Corner, I do want to bring in a corner. Probably a mentor corner. Who can be good? He's a bridge player. Oh gosh. Okay. Who has the best man coverage? That's also a mentor. Montreal Saunders. He looks good too. Let's try to bring him in. 1 year. I mean, sure. See how he stacks up. Tied with the Ravens and Steelers. And then safety. I mean, Bart McCain would be the best guy here at free safety. I might honestly just look into. I think I'm just gonna draft a free safety. I'm not really in love with any of these guys. So let's go to what did I want to look at here? Tight end? No. Defensive end. I don't know. Probably just another D tackle, honestly. We just need to scrap this whole group. Let's get a younger guy in here who's a little bit better, maybe. There really isn't that many young guys. So maybe let's just look for a specific, like, attribute. This guy's really strong. 98 speed for both of these guys. Dang. Good run stoppers. Okay. Good best power moves, 88 for Boone. Okay. 74 block shed. Sean Jackson's pretty well balanced. I could go his route, or Ramondre Reddick. Let's go Sean Jackson. We'll spend a 1-year deal on him. I'm okay with that. So right, so these are the guys we're looking at. We're probably going to get Stevens and Rodriguez and Jackson. The center and corner I'm unsure about, because we're kind of in the hunt on this. Let me try to we're on top for him. Well, no, we're not. We're kind of, it's back and forth. Let's just see what happens there. We signed Stevens and Womack, so our O-line is already way better. Still in on Saunders, and Rodriguez didn't decide to sign yet, and Sean Jackson didn't either. That's kind of crazy. A lot of offers on Marion, and his contract that he's going to get is going to be huge. Look at that. Oh, man. I mean, fair enough. Franchise quarterback. Understandable, right? Very understandable. I guess we can look at a fullback. Why not? Luke Black, is he any good? Although I don't really want to spend a lot of money on a fullback. I don't know. I'll probably just let me just do it by lead block. I think that's a good option. 91 lead blocking is absurd. Steve Blake. 87 strength. Yeah, let's bring him in. He's like a mini lineman. So, he'd be good. Tight end. I guess we can always cut the other tight end we have on the roster, who is a practice squad guy. I'm probably thinking someone with a mentor tag. So, but he's also like usable. Maybe one of these guys. How's their run blocking? Let's go with Taggart. I forget what team he was on. We played against him, I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking a 1-year deal. I don't really want to sign him to a 2-year deal. Okay. Eval offers again. All right, let's see. We get Saunders. We get Rodriguez. We get the fullback and Sean Jackson. We got all the guys we wanted there. Marion is going to the Raiders. That is big for them. Big turnaround incoming for them. Holy. Dreadnoughts got a right guard, a right end, left tackle, a left guard. They pretty much just revamping their entire trenches. The entire trenches that they got there. Okay. Quarterback, no. Fullback, tight end, we're good. Defensive line, okay. I mean, I could bring in like a vet that would be. Oops. Jacob Anthony. It's not very good, but I don't really want to spend a lot of money on a veteran mentor, so yeah. Maybe get a veteran mentor linebacker who's decent. More like an off-ball guy, probably, though. See about best zone coverage. Okay. Yeah, George Harvey. Yeah. I mean, he could probably even start, really. Sit behind Givens can sit behind him if need be. Pat Brady, I mean, he wouldn't start. Let's just give him a 1-year deal. And then yeah, I'm honestly content with that. Those are the guys I really care about at this point. So we'll see if we sign those guys. Pretty solid free agent week there. Got a good group of guys that I think can definitely help this team out, but I think the draft is going to really show us if we're going to be a competitive team or not. Here's mock draft 4. They're going to say we're taking the running back. That's just not what we're doing. So it looks like Alex Smith is locked in to the Eagles at 1 and Moncrief to the Packers at 2. Top 8 picks seem to be locked in right now. Although I'm planning on trading back, so getting offers. And I guess just real quick, I'm interested in seeing what the offers look like for my pick. I don't know if it changes when I'm in the draft or not, but I just want to see what that looks like. Because, let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, obviously it's going to be a lot of players at the moment along with picks, which is not what I want. Marcus Frank's solid, but not really what I'm looking for. Marcus Greer, that would actually be a fine deal, maybe, but we're not like close enough to being like that's a good option. No one's. That's horrible. That one's crazy. Ooh, that one kind of is tempting, but I'm not going to accept any of these because I'm really just Dell. Interesting. Okay. I just want to see what this looks like. Some of these offers are really bad. Some of them are really good. This one's not terrible. Yeah, I think we'll just have to see what in the draft what it looks like because I want picks. I don't want players. I want picks. So let's see if our guys signed yet or not. Tight ends did. So we just got Harvey. Chiefs won in. Did we get him? Yes. So is there anyone else I want? I mean, not really. I mean, let me really quickly look just to see if there's like any depth positions that we need. Like O-line could probably use some depth. Younger guys. So I guess we could bring in like a better number 3 quarterback over Watkins. We could do that. Outside of that, though, kind of okay with that. Yeah, we could bring in a mentor left guard. We could bring in. I'm gonna throw McDonald on the trade block because he's not great. Yeah, probably just a left guard mentor, maybe a right tackle mentor for our rookie that we're gonna draft. Okay, our D tackles are a lot better. This looks a lot better. I guess we could bring in. We'll bring in like another right outside linebacker, and yeah, so right outside linebacker, quarterback, veteran left guard. Cool. So 3 more guys. Don't know if all of them would make the roster, but we'll see. So we'll start with quarterback. I'm more so looking towards a younger guy. This guy, Nick Driscoll, 24 years old. Still can't believe this guy's here. He should just be out of the league at this point, but how does this guy look? 99 throw power. Sounds good to me. We'll give him an offer. 2-year deal sounds good to me. He has QB of the future starter tag. I don't think he would be, but still an interesting guy to potentially develop. Left guard. I'm looking veteran, but like not anything super expensive or good. I guess Earl Sanford is, or Trent Hardy, because no one else is gonna fit that. I guess we'd rather Stanford have to start, so we'll give him an offer for 1 year. Okay, and then over here, give me someone who's good against the run. Ooh, nothing too crazy. It's good power moves, but that's not what I want. I want a off-ball guy a bit better here. I guess Ross Stanford is an option. I'm probably just gonna give him a 1 year deal though. I guess maybe I should just bring in I don't know, is there a younger free safety? I mean, Cordell Morrison, but he's not the type of free safety I want. I want a guy who's going to be able to cover a bit better. There's no one young like that, so we'll just hold off. I think we're good with that, and we'll see if those guys sign. They do. We're going to be done in free agency. We spent quite a bit of money. Almost half of what we had in salary cap. So we'll hold off. We got a good bit of players here. I'm very excited to see what we can do in the draft coming up here. And I guess let's see if there's anything in here yet. Randy Dale. I mean, I don't really care about those stories that much. Like, I know that they're important, but I don't care. I'm not really interested in doing anything like that in depth with that right now. I'm more so just wanting to deal with this stuff. So private workouts. There's a few guys like I have in my head that we might look into, but let's go through and check. We got 3 guys that we want to pick here. Running back is not going to be a position that we're really caring that much about. Receiver, I mean, it's kind of a waste for only 5%. We're not looking at tight end. It's not that big a deal. Now, tackle, like none of these guys. Maybe we could look at Lloyd Terry. What does he look like again? I kind of forget. How good is he? He's decent. I'm not on him. Maybe, and maybe not any of the guards. Centers, probably not. Right guard, probably not. Right tackle, probably not. So maybe defensive line is in play here. I think deep tackle definitely could be. Now we liked Demarius Lassiter. I think he was our focus player in week 11 or whatever. He looks good. I like what he has to offer, but there's some other guys here maybe I could look into, like Mike Hodges maybe, or a Ben Carroll possibly. Otherwise, I'm thinking more like corner. We could maybe nail down a bit more. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking safety might be the move for some more of these. There was some more strong safeties that I liked, I think. Will Coleman. What is he? Because he's a second or third rounder. It'd be much more realistic for me to get him. Okay. Yeah, we can take a look at him. And I don't know. Let me just go up the list here. Trey Gross. There was one safety I really liked. I mean, I know John Flowers was good. He's might be the best safety in the draft. But I don't know if I'd be able to draft him. I think Rob Harvey, was he the one? He looks really good too. Yeah, he's definitely the guy. let's look at, but I kind of have an idea that he's pretty good. Let's look at Danny Walton. I think he's a guy that I think has a high potential to be really good, but I want to really lock in a better understanding of him, because he has some really interesting stats there as a run support guy. But if he has decent coverage, he might be a guy to look into. So the last guy I'm going to look at, I said D-line. Did I want to really go Ben Carroll or something? Defensive end, maybe. I mean, I could use more of an edge rusher, I guess. Speed rusher. I mean, Andrew Harrison. Maybe Zach Raymond's. No, let me do Donovan Finley. I remember talking about him to myself earlier. We'll use on those three guys are going to be who I look into. And hopefully, I don't remember how much percentage we get from them, but Finley should definitely show his grade. And then mock draft 5, what do they have going on here? So top 2 picks are definitely locked in. Now you'd assume that these 2 picks are going to be locked in, but they're probably not, because we're trading this pick away. I'm not sitting here and picking. I could, obviously. I could take Bobby Malone or whoever I want, right, and be happy, but I don't know. I think we're going to trade back. Not super far, but I want to trade back enough, because, like, there's only one player here who I'm really wanting drafted in the top 10. 2, I guess, at 10 is the second guy. So, like, in the top 9, like, I'd be fine to trade back to 9 if need be. And then I could take Alex Curley and be very happy. So, any, like, super high risers here? Not really. Not a lot changed here. Mike Hodges sneaks into the top there. Okay. Interesting. Marcus Brewer's on the trade block. Isn't that running back that we already knew about? I don't know. I guess we can look at the trade block again. I don't think it. I mean, it could have changed. I guess bringing in free agents can change some things, for sure. Yeah, Marcus Brewer. We already knew that. Is there anyone else magically showing up that we're like, ooh, exciting? That right tackle, but I'm kind of dead set on taking a tackle here, so yeah, no, we're good. The tight end Loomis is still very intriguing. Maybe mid-season, if he's still on the trade block, we could look into getting him, but I think we're going to be pretty happy with what we got going on here. A lot of improvements for this team. And let's just get right into the draft. This is very exciting. Some of my favorite parts of playing Madden. So Eagles should take Alex Smith here. And they do, out of Clemson. He should be really good. I don't know if he'll be like generational. I don't know if he'll be like Jenkins or not, but he looks really good. And then not Dante Moncrief, something D in his name, Moncrief. Dexter Moncrief, the tight end. He looks really good. And then this is where things get crazy, because we're looking to trade back. All right, so here's the trade offers. Dreadnoughts looking to trade up from pick 29. That's too late. Bengals pick 20 or 29. 28, nope. Okay, Riverhogs pick 12. Closer. I'm looking for pick somewhere in the top 10 would be cool. Yeah, fuck you, Vikings. 2 future first round picks? Nah. Right now, it's not looking... Oh, okay. The Lions... That's not that much. That's moving back 4 spots for a 6th round pick. That's not worth it. Why would I do that? That's stupid. Okay, Jags. We're not doing that. That's stupid. Yeah, let's trade back 3 spots for... That's it. And that's it. No. Ooh, here we go. Buenos Aires Caps. Yeah, let's try a counter offer. No. Can I? How do I? Do I really have to go in? So I feel like I'm getting better offers. Well, I don't know about that. Maybe not. Well, let me go to the Caps. They said they'd be willing to give up their first round pick and a fourth this year. I want more. I want more. They got some decent guys in their prime right here. Ooh, not them though. I mean, I would love a first round pick next year too, but it's unlikely. A little bit more. I'd be willing to give up some stuff. A third round pick this year. We could give up some players too. Let's throw in Hall. I think we're done with Hall, to be honest. It sucks because I really was hoping that he'd be something good, but he's been so shitty. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find a place for him on the team. So we'll trade him away. As well as... we could throw... let's throw Harden in there. They need corner help. He's not going to really move the needle too much. And then let's throw in a third next year, a fourth the year after. Does that seem fair? I don't know. Let me do a tiny Google search here. Let me look at this past draft. Let me see the trades from last year's draft in the first round, just to get an idea of what they looked like. Okay, so day one trades. Right, so, bro, can we stop scrolling all the way back down? I hate this. NFL website's making me annoyed. Okay. Stay. Don't scroll down randomly. So Bills traded up 2 spots and got a 4th round. That's fair enough. Okay. But that was like way later. Okay. So, well, okay. Eagles traded with the Bears to get Jalen Carter. They only gave up a 4th. Right. So Cardinals traded up from 12 to 6. I guess that's the most comparable one, right? And they got a third. The Cardinals got a third, and they traded up. And then the Cardinals get a second and a 5th. Or the Lions get a second and 5th. What am I saying? Texans. Okay, this might be the best option here. So here's the exact offer, right? This is pick number 3 from the Texans to the Cardinals, right? Or vice versa. So the Texans got the 3rd pick and then the 4th round pick for that same year. And the Cardinals got, although they got the 12th, it was the 12th pick, so it's going to be a little bit less than this. Round 1, 2 that year, 1 next year, and 3 next year. So let me just throw in, because I feel like I am. Let me throw in a 4th this year instead. So that's like, I'm giving them more, right? The 3rd next year, and 2 players to get a 1st, the 2 firsts, and the 2nd. How about that? Decline. Okay. How about that 4th the year after? Again, probably not enough to move the needle. Okay. How about we go down to a 3rd this year? Okay. How about a 4th this year? Just interested to see if I can get any of that. It's closer. How about How about a fourth 2 years from now? Decline. Okay. How about a sixth this year? Decline. Okay, how about a seventh next year, or last 2 years from now? Let's see. No. How about just this for the 2? Okay, it's close. We'll throw in that fourth next year, or 2 years from now. Let's see if that is enough. It's close. Let's throw in... shoot, we'll do fourth next year. 2. Declined. Okay. How about... Is there any players? Probably not. I mean, they don't need McDonald. There's no way they need McDonald, right? No. Let's throw... We gotta maybe up something here. Let's do a third round pick 2 years from now as well. That's gonna be accepted. So we send Russell Hall, Tyreek Harden, the third overall pick, a third round pick next year, the fourth round pick this year, and a third pick 2 years from now for the Caps' first round picks for this year, pick 9, and then their first round next year. It's a lot going on there, but I really wanted an additional first next year. So let's see how that shakes things up. So the Caps take Billy Wynn, right outside linebacker. So all that means is, Raiders still get Ferguson. Steelers get Bobby Malone, which, that's right. Jaguars take Aldridge still. Lions take Alex Curley. Okay, so the Alex Curley went a little earlier because of that. And then Dolphins they take the running back. So now we have our pick. Okay, so Curley got drafted a little bit earlier than I was expecting. That's okay. There's still some solid players here that I think could get drafted before one of my guys. So I'm looking at maybe Paul Patton here. I do really like Paul Patton. I think he's good. We could take Peter Brothers, but I don't think that's... Our guard spots are kind of good now. So, and I don't really want to move him to tackle. And there's defensive ends here. I don't want to take them. And then I guess there's Emmanuel Warner. He's good, but he's not as good. Jared Gallery, elite. So okay, he's 22. Ooh, he's elite strength, good speed. He's a really good athlete. He might be a good option, honestly. If we trade back again, he has more development for sure to do, but he has a really high ceiling, I think. Yeah, I think that's very possible. Let's check real quick. I just want to see the guys that I use my private workouts with. What do they show me here? Finley is in fact a first, second round guy. He looks really solid. And then safeties, right? We've got we used it on Danny Walton, but it didn't fucking go through. Love that. And it also did not go through on Darren McMillan. I love when it does that. I love that so much. Whatever. Okay, so there's really only a couple guys I'm looking at right here. And that would be Patton and Warner and Gallery, but I'm leaning more towards Gallery right now. So can I trade back another little bit to get more picks? Because I'm so down. Okay. Not that far. I'm thinking I mean, we could trade back 3 picks to get a 5th and 6th next year. Okay. Pick 18. Maybe a little too far. I'm thinking more like 15. Let's see. Seahawks pick 15. We get 4th, 5th this year, and a 7th next year. I actually like that one a lot. We might take that one. Let me see what else is here before I go into that. Ooh, Rams. First round, 5 picks back. I also get a 3rd round pick 2 years from now and a 7th this year. I like that one too. Quite a bit, actually. We also have the Patriots giving us, we have to move back 8 spots, but we get their 3rd round this year and a 6th round this year. Okay. Ooh, the Knights, Black Knights. Trade back 4 spots. We get a 5th, 6th, and this year, and then 7th 2 years from now. Okay. That one's I mean, it's okay. Nah, not interested in that one. Let's see what else we got here. That Cardinals one is very interesting, though. We get their 1st round pick next year, too. But, no, I think I'm leaning towards, there's a couple here. I mean, the Riverhogs is a solid option. I think the Bucks are kind of intriguing, but that's a little bit further back than I'd like, maybe. The Seahawks, I like a lot. I also liked the Rams, and I also liked the Patriots, right? So, Patriots, we get a 1st, 3rd, and 6th this year. 1st, 3rd, 2 years from now, and a 7th. And that's a 3-pick difference. Okay. Alright. And then with the Seahawks, 1st, 4th, 5th, and 7th. Okay. Comparing that to the Rams, it's 3 picks. No, it's a pick later. But we get more picks now. Tough call. I think we're going to go Seahawks or Rams. Yeah. Maybe. No, maybe Patriots. No, I don't want to go back that far. Let's go back with the Rams, Seahawks. Seahawks. We're going to go Seahawks. I think there's a lot of players in this draft I want to take. This is a good draft class, so let's bank on what we have now instead of seeing, because what if 2 years down the line it's a bad draft class? It's like, well, this 3rd round pick is not going to give us someone that good. Let's go pick by pick. Peter Brothers gets taken. It's fair. Will Johnson. We'll slow down if any of these tackles get taken. Okay. Still taking all the pass rushers. It's very fair. There's some really good pass rushers. It's a lot. Let's see. We're going to get one of our tackles that we want here. Wow, okay. So we could have traded back probably. Maybe a little bit further. I mean, all 3 of these guys are still here. Let's trade back a tiny bit more, maybe. Let's see. Let's just see what offers are on the table. I don't want to get too greedy with it, but I'm just interested in... Okay, so Bucks would be willing to give me a 4th next year to move back 3 picks. Okay. The Patriots would give me a 7th this year, 6th next year to move back 2. Or who else is there? The Blues would be willing to give us a 3rd 2 years from now and move back 4 picks. I don't hate that one, but what if they take all my tackles? Right? Colts, we get a third, fourth next year, and a seventh. We're moving back 6 picks. That's a little bit too far, I think. I'm going to trade back with the Blues, I think. And then if I need to trade back up, I will, to grab one of those 3 tackles. And I'm thinking it's a very possible thing. But there's still some players in between. Simon Gordon gets taken. He's very good. There's the corner. He's very good. I forgot he was on the board too. So we're definitely going to get one of our tackles here. Paul Patton leaves the board. Ooh, LaShawn Crowder goes. Well, I'm not trading back anymore. I'm taking Gallery. He's the guy I want. I'm not playing around anymore with it. That's too much funny business here. Let me take one little look, though. Again, last look. Warner is a year older. I think he might be a tad bit better now, but I think Gallery has a better potential. We're going to go with Jared Gallery. Hayden Dev, 93 strength, 68 speed. He's going the right tackle, and I think he'll be pretty solid there. Very excited to see what he can do for us. And we're just going to... I might be able to trade back into the first round, so let me just see who's on the board. Okay. Is there anyone I'm really in love with here? I mean, John Flowers is really good. If he somehow falls, say, to 27, I might trade up. I might trade up for him because he's really good. I also Lassiter. I think if either of those two fall to 27, I will trade up. Yeah, I think that's who I'd be trading up for if they're still there. But if not, I think Rob Harvey has a good shot at being the guy I draft at my pick. Here's Sean Phillips to the Commanders. The Colts take Andrew Harrison. A lot of pass rushers. There's Emmanuel Warner, the other tackle we considered. He's pretty solid. Khalil Wilkins, wide receiver, will be playing against him twice a year. Going to the Thunderbirds. Garrison Sweeting, the guy we looked at but decided against. There goes Demarius Lassiter. Damn, that was the guy I would prefer to have traded up for, but that's all right. He looked really good. Eli Trent at receiver. So pick 27. Let's just take another look at the draft board. John Flowers is right there, man. He looks good, but okay. I need to think. Is he really better than? Where is he? No. Rob Harvey. That's tough. How old is Harvey? He's 22. Oof. That is tough. I wish I knew his zone coverage a bit more. Let's... John Flowers. Alabama. Great speed. Physical player who delivers bone-crushing hits. Aggressive ball hawk. Motor. High motor. Okay. The traits are good. Let me see how much it costs to trade up for him. Let me see. Let's talk Browns. Let's talk. This isn't what I wanted to do. There we go. Browns. Cleveland Browns. Alright. Let's see. So, ooh, they need a strong safety too. So they would absolutely be looking at our guy right now. So, let's see. We could trade our 5th and how about us a 5th next year? Declines. Okay. They want a bit more. I'd be willing to trade Medlock too, because you know what? I like Thornton. Medlock's solid, but like if I can get this safety, I'd be happier. And they're gonna take that deal. So we move up a little bit. To take this safety. And we're gonna just send to our 3rd round pick after this. John Flowers. Let me just make sure though, real quick, that I'm not passing up somebody who, like in the 2nd round, that's gonna be like someone I really wish I took. I mean, there probably will be. There's so many solid players. Derek Dalton. I hope he falls to the 3rd round. I don't think he will, but tough shit. Whatever. We're taking John Flowers. Hidden Dev, 92 speed is really solid at safety. I like him a lot. I think he's going to be solid. Immediate upgrade over Medlock, who we just traded to make that deal happen. And we'll just trade to we'll send to our next pick. No more trades for now. Okay. There goes Christian Frazier. I think he was the guy our assistant GM told us to look into. I didn't care. He doesn't look bad, but I just didn't care. So who's here? Well, I can tell you the one corner we wanted's gone. There's definitely a lot of people that I wanted who are gone. How many people are left on our list? 63. Okay. So running back is not going to be the pick here. What do we have? We have 5 more picks. Okay. Receiver is not going to be the pick here. Tight end could be. I like Darnell Windsor, but at the same time, these other tight ends are also good. Like I like Peter McLeod actually too, right? Yeah, I think he's good. I think Windsor might be the best left, possibly. Is that true? I mean, he's a great athlete. Yeah, he looks really good, from what I can see. So maybe I take him. Maybe I do. There is also... Ooh. Now, he wouldn't start. He would be a backup for a year. But I really like Tremaine Jennings. And he is 21, so he can be a backup for a little bit. I also like Lloyd Terry. I'm surprised he fell to the 3rd round, but I wouldn't take him over Jennings. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Defensive ends. Looks like the D ends that I liked is gone. That's unfortunate. I'm not like super high on any of these guys enough to be like I'm gonna take them in this pick here. So, oh well. I'm not really interested in taking, like, I don't know much about these edge rushers here, so not like super sure on these guys. That is my chair, by the way, if you hear that. It's not me farting, I promise. I'm not ripping ass over here. Randall Bacon. Bacon. I'd want a guy with like really solid speed. By really solid, I mean like not solid, but like pretty sweet speed. No, corner. Still an option. Jacoby Batch. He looks alright. He's nice. Okay. Ahmad Clemens. Decent speed. Okay. A little bit less enthusiastic about that one, and Angelo Means. Okay. I don't know. Corner just might not be what we go with in this draft. Safety we're probably okay with now. I think we could still draft like a safety for the others, like just to replace Hawley, get his ass out of there. But yeah, I think I'm in between. Who was it? Windsor or the left guard? But I think the left guard is definitely the guy I'm looking into more right now. But what pick? Where are we with that? Lloyd Terry, right? Yep. Is it Lloyd Terry? Is that who I'm thinking of? I don't remember. I'm already forgetting. No, it's Tremaine Jennings. Thank goodness I didn't take him. Okay. Jennings. Maybe not left guard by region, just all. I need to see where Jennings is here. Because is it worth taking him here, or could I trade back a tad bit? We probably could. He's 32 picks away. Let's trade back. I don't trust him being there in the 4th, pick 15, so we'll just look to trade back in the 3rd round if that's possible. Is there anyone interested in doing that? Thunderbirds. What? I wish it told me what pick I'm at now, not the third pick in this round. Like, tell me what pick overall I'm at. Christ. Hold on. That's really dumb that they actually did it like that. Like, yeah, thanks. I know I have the 3rd pick in the 3rd round, but what does that actually mean? What number? No. Oh, that's so stupid. They should show both numbers. They should show that it's the 3rd in that round and show like what overall number pick is this. What am I working with? 67. Thank you. Okay. So we're at pick 67. I could have done the math probably, but I'm not. That's not what I'm here to do. So they want me to trade back 20 picks. I guess I should have known that they made the playoffs, so that's a far leap. I'm unsure about that one. Okay, that's a little bit further towards us. That one's, again, a tad bit closer. Black Knights, again, a tad bit closer. But at that point, are the extra picks really worth it? Probably not. Let's just take the guard that we want. Let's grab him. Get him in here. I like him. I like him a lot. Tremaine Jennings. He's 21, has some time to develop. Elite strength is awesome. I think he can be good. He could probably even start, really, but we're going to draft him to be a developmental guy first. Hidden Dev, 92 strength. Awesome. And we're just hitting on all these picks right now. Sweet. So now we have who's this? The Seahawks 4th round pick, I think. Not ours. So we traded ours to the Caps to make that one trade work. So Peter Graham just went. Let's see what players are here. We have 40 players to choose from. Okay. Our favorite running back's gone. That sucks ass. George Alford's here. I mean, he's a 2nd to 3rd round guy. I'm assuming he's not that good if he's still here. Okay. I'd say let's just look through each position, see what players are here. Running back, Harold Franks. The receiving back is probably preferred. Okay. I guess Harold Franks is the one I'd prefer most just because he's a little bit faster. Receiver's still a possibility here. Was it Tavon Carmichael? A guy I was interested in just because he's not bad. Yeah, I mean, he's alright. Like a solid slot receiver, I guess. Byron Cartwright. Decent speed. I kind of want someone with a little bit better separation, though. Ben Rosemond. Honestly, he just doesn't look that bad, though. I could draft him, potentially. I could see myself doing that. Tevin Johnson. No. Nathan Banks. No, not here. Let's see. Tight ends. We could take a tight end. Still need a tight end. I like Peter McLeod a lot. We talked about him. Jameel Sharp's just not as good, I think. Lyle Green. He does have great speed, elite strength. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think he's as good of a player, though. I think Peter McLeod is just a better player. He really is. Ricky Batch. He looks okay. Dan Young. He's alright. I'd say if I'm taking a tight end, it's going to be McLeod. There's still some decent depth linemen here, but I don't feel like I need them at this point. Defensive line could be of something in play. I think Carlos McLaughlin, though, he's the weird one. 5'11", 247 power rusher. Very interesting. Not strong. Not a great athlete, but he has A tackling, F block shedding. I mean, I don't know a lot about him. It's a risky one, but I'm probably gonna hold off till like the 6th round maybe for him. Although, what's JoJo Foster? He's a 3rd or 4th rounder. Is he any good? The power moves is like fine, but he doesn't look all that good. Luke Boykin, does he look anything interesting at all? Anything there? This is all right. Trey Watkins is B finesse moves, C power moves. It's okay. I don't know if there's really anyone there. D tackle, unfortunately, I didn't get the draft one, even though there were some really solid looking D tackles. Danny Killings, I mean, I'm probably not going to draft this guy here. Or at all. Let's be real. Cantrell's gone. Oh my goodness. So many of these later round guys that I wanted are gone. Corner, I mean, I looked at these guys. I'm not like super in love with them. Safety, I really don't need to draft that one right there. I think we're just going to take Peter McLeod here. Where is he projected right now, I guess, is the question. Because we could take one of those corners, because both of them might leave at this point. We could take Carlos. I'm not going to take Carlos McLaughlin here. He's just odd. Odd player. What does Christian Jenkins look like? I see A zone coverage here. Is he going to be the type of player that I think he is? Probably. He's going to be not that good. Ben Roseman, I did say I liked him. I also like Harold Franks. Maybe I wait on the tight end for a second, because we have a little bit. Yeah, let's take one of these other guys. I mean, I think Ben Rose, I don't know, there's a lot more receivers than there are running backs, but Ben Roseman, I think is he really? I don't know. Like, I don't know. He looks all right. I'm gonna take. Yeah, screw it. I'm taking Harold Franks. I'm just gonna sit on it. I'm gonna accept this is what I'm doing. I think. Hold on. Is he really even good? I don't think so. I keep second guessing myself on these guys. This is a 4th round pick, bro. It ain't that deep. It really isn't. Luther Teague. Let me look at him again. Great acceleration, solid speed. Honestly, I think I might rather take Teague now. I don't know. I keep going back and forth. And then receiver, I mean, there's so many options. Is what's his face really the guy I want? Roseman? I don't know. Maybe. But I think I could easily just talk myself into taking Tavon Carmichael. Or even Gio Lynch. Maybe. Let's just take the guy I think who's best. Best player available. Just take the tight end. Let's not overthink this too hard. Normal dev, but I do think he's gonna be decent, and he'll be our number 2 tight end probably. All right, going to the 5th round. Roseman's gone. Clemens is gone. Right. Let's see who's left. We got 33. Teague is still here. The other running back's gone. Franks. Receivers. Still got a bunch there. All the tight ends are still here. I think we're just going to take the running back. This is the guy we want and kind of need. Luther Teague. Normal dev, but that's kind of what I figured. He's alright. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Moving to the 6th round. Zooming through the picks now. Who's left on here? We got 19 guys to choose from. I'm thinking receiver here. Yeah, receiver. So which one? I mean, Byron Cartwright, is he any good? Probably not anything super special. Tevin Johnson, Nathan Meggs, Gio Lynch, no. Langham, shit, they took the one guy I actually did want. Oh, okay. Let me just go best player available. Who do I think is the best player available? Probably a safety. Not these edge rushers who are, not very good at this point. Probably. Maybe there's a defensive end here. Reed Stewart. Is there anyone that I think's good? He looks meh. Kind of mid. Kenny Church. Elite strength, poor speed. Matt Jeffries. I mean, most of these guys are going to be kind of whatever, right? Luke Boykin. Great speed. Finesse moves. Okay, maybe him. Or a safety. Let's look at safeties. Mike Holcomb, he's just a little too old for my liking at this point. I know I kept him on the leader on my watch list still, but yeah, don't. I don't care. Josh May, he might be okay. Key on choice. He's I don't know. There's no strong safety. Let's just take Josh May. I think he's the best safety left from my list. Okay. Whatever. I mean, he's probably better than Hawley, and that's all that I care about, because Hawley needs to leave. And in the 7th round, we'll just take whoever I think is best player again at this point. What do we have? 8 options. We're not taking the free safety. We're not taking the tight end. We could take receiver. Or we could take defensive end. Receiver, probably. Gio Lynch. 6'5", 21 years old. Decent speed. Marginal acceleration is kind of rough, though. Good acceleration, decent speed. Let's go Tevin Johnson. He looks like the best guy left. And I mean, he might not make the roster. And that's going to be it. I think the first half of the draft was really good. The back half, we kind of fell apart at, which is okay. But let's take a look at what we're working with. All right, so very interesting. Gerard Gallery is a 71 overall. Really? Okay. He still looks pretty solid. I like him a lot. Is he going to start right away? I mean, yeah, he will. He will. Hidden Dev, that's sweet. Future starter is awesome. I like it. I still like it, even though he's a lower overall. We kind of make up for it. We trade back in. to the first to get John Flowers, and he's a 76 overall, 92 speed, really well balanced, so kind of medlock but better. His block shedding, I guess, could use some work in theory, but like he's good. He's just a good safety. He has hidden dev. I'm very excited to see what he can do to this defense. And Tremaine Jennings is also really good, 75 overall. Yeah, he's good, and he's not even gonna have to start right away. He is a day one starter, but I won't start him yet. And the rest of the draft's kind of whatever. Peter McLeod, not as good as I was hoping. He's okay, 67 overall. It's all right. Luther Teague, 68 overall. That's decent enough to get the job done. Yeah, honestly, he'll definitely make the roster. His injury's pretty bad, but he'll make the roster. Josh May, 66 overall. Say goodbye to Gordon Hawley. I mean, he's not great either, but he's better. And then Tevin Johnson, 68 overall. I mean, he's all right, but nothing too crazy there. Let's check the NFL, the full draft. How did this go? Wow. Maybe I should have drafted him. Ooh, Peter Brothers is an 82 overall left guard. That's crazy. That's generational, surely. I mean, he's only going to have superstar, right? I mean, will he have X Factor? Is that possible? 90 pass block is absurd. Oh, my God. Oh. Dude, he's going to be so good. Let's see what his development is. Oh, man, I'm kind of regretting not going with him. He has superstar. Oh, my God. He's so good. Wow. Alex Smith is 75, so not quite as good as Jenkins. He is 20 years old, by the way. That is another thing. But he looks like he'll be good. Dexter Moncrief is a 79 overall. He is very good. One of the best players in the draft for sure. Yeah, he looks good, but I wasn't willing to draft him there. Also, Keelan Ferguson. We knew he was going to be really good. He's a super well-rounded receiver. Great spec catch. He'll be good for the Raiders. Oh, and they just signed Moran too, that 89 overall quarterback in free agency. That's going to be a really good duo. And Harvey Walton, I mean, 80 overall, second best player in the draft for the Dolphins. Pretty solid. What else we got here? Let's just go round by round real quick. Let me just look at the players that I was interested in. So Bobby Malone is a 73 overall right tackle. Yeah, his strength is kind of what made me a little iffy, but he's solid. I like Gallery more still. Alex Curley, 74 overall. Same thing with him. His strength's a little bit worse. Bit better than Malone, but I'm okay with passing up on him. I mean, Peter Brothers, that's a rough one. He's really good. I wasn't legitimately looking at DNs. I don't really care. Nate Byers, I liked him. How good is he? 77 overall, 95 speed. Yeah, he's good. If I didn't need O-line so bad, I probably could have convinced myself to take him. But I needed O-line so much more than I needed corner. Paul Patton is a 20. Oh, he's 72 overall. A lot of hidden devs though. Would not have been mad taking Paul Patton. Pretty well balanced, but I think Gallery's still the best out of them all, in my opinion, so far. Out of the tackles, I should say. Gallery. Did I say Gallery or Patton? Gallery is. Emmanuel Warner is also in 71 hidden dev. He's also not bad, but I think we made the right call there. I'm still standing behind my pick. Khalil Wilkins, pretty solid. Sweeting though. Let's see. He's a 73 hidden dev, a lot of them, but 79 strength's pretty bad. Like that, yeah, he's good, but like that strength's gonna be an issue. Demarius Lassiter, hidden dev, a lot of hidden devs. This guy's really good. I really liked him, but I was not in a spot to take him, unfortunately. I mean, I could have traded up for him, but I didn't. It's okay. And I guess we'll look at Isaac Ebert. 77 overall center. Yeah, I mean, he's good, but I didn't really need him. Round 2. Some guys here. Trey Gross is a 76. You're telling me I could have waited and gotten Trey Gross? No, I'm happy with the guy. I think Flowers is better. Still. Clinton, Turner. Just looking for anyone who looks familiar. Rob Harvey. He's the one I was more interested in. Okay, so he would have been like a direct Medlock replacement. Like literally pound for pound. So I still think we got the best safety that we could have. Garrison Beckham's a 76. Okay, Derek Dalton, 74. We liked him, but just weren't in a spot to take him. 76 overall Tyrone Hill. Damn. Okay. Oh, Finley was he was pick 32. Hidden dev. Okay, I mean, I did like him a lot, but I guess he's not as crazy good as I thought he was gonna be. Tremaine Jennings, glad I got him. He's great. Lloyd Terry is also 74. He's pretty solid. A lot of hidden dev offensive linemen, man. This is a really good draft to need O-line. They said receiver was the strength, and I mean, I don't know. I can't even. So far, I'm thinking O-line. There's a lot of really solid guys here. Just looking for names. J.J. Kelly was a 76 overall. Are you shitting me? What the fuck? Okay. How about that one tight end I passed on Windsor? I wonder what he was sitting at. Let's see if we get to him here. Okay, round 4. Windsor's a 72. Hidden dev, of course. So many. Yeah, I would have liked him. That's for sure. Oh, and Cedric Sykes, of course, gets picked with the pick that I would have had. Oh, and he is 74 overall, bro. Damn it. Dude, he's really solid. I need to look. I need to. Please tell me he's only star. Okay. That makes me feel a tad bit better. But I knew he was good. I knew he was good, man. And it's tough. That's a tough one. Cantrell also gets drafted to the Caps. Dude, what the fuck? They're taking all my guys. They're taking all the guys I wanted. What is his dev trait? If it's anything higher than star, I'll be kind of disappointed. Okay. That's fine. I mean, I would have liked him still, but that was more of a luxury pick for me if I were to get him. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these picks were kind of just shots in the dark. Okay, Harold Franks was a 67. So I think I actually did get the better guy. Ben Roseman, 71 overall. No hidden dev. Cool. He looks alright. He would have been better than who we got, but not too concerned with that. Oops. Let's just sort by overall now. Round 5. Any of these guys, Tavon Carmichael is a 73. Okay. He would have been better. Cliff Wallace. I don't even know if I looked at him. Trent Callahan. Okay. Langham is a 70. Okay. Okay. So in the grand scheme of things, not a bad draft for us. Peter Brothers was definitely the biggest miss. That's the guy I missed the most there. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. That's for sure. But real quick before we end the off-season episode, I'm going to see what undrafted free agents there are. Quarterback, rookie Paul Holt. 86 speed, sure. Welcome to the team. Probably gonna get practice squatted. Running back. Any rookies that are decent? Not really. We just have Khalil Campbell, who's a second-year guy. He's okay. Oops, wrong button. Fullback, not really interested. Receiver, Curtis, 68 overall. Campbell. Geo Lynch is a 67. Good to know. Didn't even get drafted. Alright, tight ends. Okay, tackle, guard, center, right guard, right tackle, left ends. This guy has future starter. Okay, interesting. D tackle, Antoine Stoudemire. I mean, no. He's not that good or anything. TJ Springs and Joey Banks. And, okay. Let's see. What are they looking like here? 67 overall. Okay. Or Joey Banks. It's alright. Nick Moss is a 66 overall. Okay. And, not too interested in him. Cam Goodwell, though, is a 68 overall. I'm good. He's not going to be factored. Niles Merriweather, my bad. 68 overall. Sure, since we didn't get a corner in the draft, we might as well sign him. Gives us somebody to develop, possibly. Free safety, strong safety, kicker, punter. We're fine on those regards. Let me just go through. No. There's one guy I wanted to look at because I forgot about him. It was I forget his name now. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to go by team. He was a defensive end. He was a short little dude. 5'11". He was a left end. 5'11". There he is. Carlos McLaughlin. I should have drafted him. Oh, fucking shit. I should have drafted him. 70 overall. He's going to be on the Colts. This little man's going to make my life living hell. Only 70 strength is crazy. Wow. What is his dev trait? I'm very interested. Intrigued. Both came out of my mouth. Star dev. Fair. He's 5'11". He's tiny. And not very strong. He's good power moves. Odd. Oh well. I am very, very happy with how this team turned out, though. I think we turned this team around pretty well. And I'm very interested to see how we can turn this team around, if we can at all. So that is where I'm going to end it. This is going to be a longer one, but you're already at the end of the video here, so oh well. So have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.